it out. The shit I believe in is the most emotional, crying, real things, girly, as people try to tell me. It's not girly, it's strength. Do you know what happens when you expect nothing from nobody? Do you know what it feels like to live a life when you just give, and you never ask for anything in return? Do you know what it feels like to, in every situation, think about how the other person's feeling, even if they're fucking you up? Right? What was it, Bronx Tale? Or the guy was like, is that the movie where he's like, you're better off, it only costs you $20? I believe in that shit. That fucking scene was legit, that's right. Like people, you know how many people sitting here still dwelling about some dumb shit that happened in 2011? Like, it's a fact, man. Like, people like send me emails like, my mom stole $50 from me in 2013. I'm like, cool. Like, I'll send you $50. Shut the fuck up. Like, these are DMs I'm getting. Like, my best friend's not working as hard as me. Cool. Split up and let's see who wins. Like, everybody knows the answers. People just don't want to do shit. This is just the fuck, like, even if I'm standing here, I'm like, fuck, why am I talking about anything else? People don't want to do it. People are going to come up with a million different reasons why they can't. That's why the next pillar matters to me the most. You know why I have so much energy? You know why I've been going the whole time here? I'm grateful. Gratitude. And I've been grateful from the get, not like because I got stuff now. I was grateful when I was building my dad's liquor store for him, making $31,000 a year, having no social life. I was grateful because I was conditioned and was in a place that I was paying back my parents for putting me on, right? I'm grateful every day when I wake up and people I care about aren't sick, right? Like, I just don't get it. Like, why do people start caring about the shit that matters when they get scared? Like, everybody's living life, like when you're driving and the cop lights go on and that your fucking heart goes, but then when the cop drives by, you're like, oof, you feel real good, and then you start driving with two hands at the speed limit for about 4 minutes, and then you go back to being like ridiculous. That's how people are living their lives. Right? Like grandma gets sick, or mom has a cancer scare, or they get sick or something, and then they start caring about real shit. Nobody's giving a fuck about a Supreme backpack when your health isn't going anywhere. And so I just don't understand why people are living their lives like that. And so, fucking gratitude. Whatever you got, listen, if you could afford $90, or $60, or whatever the fuck you paid for this conference, you are so much further along than the majority of the earth. You just haven't put the right perspective in place. You have not put the right perspective in place. People complaining downstairs wearing $213 shoes. Shut the fuck up. Like, get perspective. What the fuck do you think is going on in the world? Get out of your fucking bubble. Like, people talking about being in the hood, and they're like, then I start poking, and they're like, in lower middle class. Right? In America, with the fucking internet. Do you guys understand that you have a fucking thing on you that is more powerful than fucking every media company had fucking 25, 30 years ago in your fucking pocket? We could just laugh about that. Listen, I can go on forever. People are lacking gratitude. People are lacking empathy. You know why people like me? Because I like them first. That's it. And so everybody's watching what I'm doing, and this and that. And then I'm saying things, and you guys are really helping. You guys are like my Puff Daddy. You're feeding me. Keep doing that. I love that. They're like, oh shit, I better say something else fucking fresh. I need a couple more beans before I sit the fuck down. I'm gonna come up with a little more fresh. And everybody hears this. And listen, some of you have been consuming this for a year or two. You watch those videos on Instagram or YouTube, or watch my blog, or this and that. You listen to podcasts. You get hyped. You get hyped and you're like, right, and then you stop listening and you walk out into your real life and you go back to dumb shit. Here's why. A lot of that stuff happened early. Where you grew up, how you were raised. The biggest problem is if you have parents that are pessimistic, misery loves company. It's hard to break that. It's hard to face the fact that your mom wants you to actually lose. She doesn't realize it. You know that, right? Your mom doesn't want you to lose. It's her framework. I watched my grandma. It's true. I watched my grandma parent my dad. Well, I didn't watch her parent my dad, but I watched a lot of shit, right? I watched what my mom did with me. I watched other people like, your mom fucked you up. Your dad fucked you up. Like, that's real. But you've got to understand, instead of sitting here and dwelling and blaming them, You're in control of your own shit. You got one fucking at bat. Do something with it. And now, honestly, now that you have this, guys, do you understand why Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey are getting called out? It's because the internet is now the middleman, not 5 to 10 media companies run by 10 old white guys. Like, you can tell me anything you want about Trump this or this, that, or the other thing. You're missing the point. You're missing the point. You know why Champion can come back real quick? Because they did the right shit for 24 months. You know why everybody wears fucking Stan Smiths? Because they put them on cute girls on Instagram 3 years ago. You know why people drink LaCroix, fucking sparkling water? Because they spent their money on Instagram. You know why Under Armour isn't winning? Because they didn't. I'm not mad at Under Armour. I'm just using it because you just lived the last 5 years and watched which brands won and which ones didn't. And so, like, it's funny to me just watching it. You get it. You got the part that matters. You get it. You think Under Armour and Nike wanted Adidas and Supreme and all these things to happen? They didn't. They just did the wrong shit. You know why? They took their spot for granted. Right? They just took it for granted. And that made the vulnerability. And now it's over. Just so everybody knows, just like the internet, this whole culture, fashion, street, all that, it's over. My K-Swiss deal with Barney and Patrick and those guys, that's the preview, not the anomaly. Every brand's about to do collaborations with things that matter. Forever and ever. And that's where the equity is. There might be a Jordan and a couple things in sports, but in life, there's unlimited opportunities, and everybody's starting to kind of figure it out. And so, huge opportunity in this space, huge opportunity in everything. The problem is, do you have the next pillar, number 3, which is, do you have humility? Do you have humility? Do you know what? Andy K, you here?
No.
Yo, check your DM, because I just engaged with 2 influencers on our sneaker thing while I was in the back room 1 second before I came out here. Thank you. Because I'm still back there with the humility of thinking somebody who's got 47,000 followers on Instagram, that it might do something for my K-Swiss joint, that I'm willing to personally write it and be like, hey, you want to do something? And people here that got nothing, aren't even started, aren't willing to DM 100 people a day because you're fucking fancy and you think you're somebody, because guess what? You haven't even started, nobody knows who the fuck you are. I'm confused as fuck by that. Do you have humility? Do you have the humility to put in the fucking work? Period. Everybody's trying to graduate into some place. My friends, the bigger you get, the more you have to work for them. I have 800 bosses, not 800 employees. I work for everybody at VaynerMedia, not the other way around. You've got it twisted. This world that you think exists doesn't. For the people really out there doing it, not playing it on YouTube, you've got to figure out what's really happening. You need to wake up. You need to have to put in the fucking empathy for your audience, because you'll never make a good product, never sell shit, unless you actually worry about them being happy with it. You need to put in real gratitude that you're even lucky enough. Do you understand your grandparents? Think about your fucking grandparents. They didn't have no internet. They had to work the job and go to sleep. The fact that you can work your 9 to 5 to pay off your debt or pay your rent or take care of what you have to, and then you can take on your phone and fucking work from 7 p.m. to 2 in the morning, that's a fucking blessing. That's a fucking opportunity. And nobody can stop you and nobody decides but us. It's fucking crazy. So you better start really fucking deploying gratitude. And everybody change your fucking mindset today. Make this the fucking talk that changes your mindset. Stop fucking bitching. Nobody's listening. Nobody gives a fuck. Stop expecting shit. And go fucking take yours by doing the last part, which is having, number 3, the fucking humility to put in the fucking work. Because if you don't, somebody with real fucking chops is going to deploy it and take yours. Understood?
Straight up.
Cool.